Air France Flight 447's 38,000-foot plunge was a preventable disaster. The Airbus A330 flew into a storm at night. Its speed sensors malfunctioned, which caused the autopilot to shut off. The captain was on break in the main cabin, and cockpit transcripts show the co-pilots became overwhelmed. The more junior one was actually flying the plane. The other co-pilot asked, "What's happening? I don't know what's happening." The junior pilot had caused a fatal mistake by twice pulling up on the plane's nose, causing it to fly so slowly it was about to stall. They both ignored stall warnings that sounded 75 times in the cockpit. The more junior co-pilot said, "I don't have control of the airplane anymore now." A minute and a half after the autopilot disengaged, the captain finally returned to the cockpit, but he never took control of the plane. "What are you doing?" he asked. It was too late. 3.5 minutes after the cockpit crisis began, the aircraft slammed belly first into the ocean. CBS News aviation and safety expert Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger took us into an Airbus simulator to help us understand the co-pilot's blunder. Do you understand why he would pull the stick all the way back when he should have been doing exactly the opposite?
It's difficult to explain that. I just don't know why he did that.
And there's nothing to you that makes sense on any experience or intellectual level about pulling back when you should push forward?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Sullenberger says even without the speed sensors and the autopilot, the flight crew should have been able to save the plane.
Theoretically, it was possible to still fly the airplane under those conditions.
Challenging, but manageable.
Yes.
In their final crash report, French authorities made 25 separate recommendations with a clear focus on pilot retraining, including training exercises dedicated to manual handling of stall recovery, including at high altitude. An Airbus statement said today the company had already started working to strengthen requirements for pitot probes, the airspeed sensors that malfunctioned aboard the flight. Anthony, aviation experts say the Air France flight flew into a perfect storm of bad weather, mechanical problems, and pilot error.
Mark Strassmann. Thanks, Mark.